Thank you for watching Razzle. This is Ryan here, and I can't believe it, but we're finally in December. This year has flown by really fast, but here we are in December finally, and that means it's time for me to count down my top 5 most anticipated films coming out in December. Now, I just want to make it clear really quickly that films that are getting just within select theaters coming out in December that won't get wider releases into January, I'm not going to count them on this list. Specifically, I'm talking about The Hateful Eight and I'm talking about The Revenant. Both those films are not going to be on this list. Normally, they would be probably really high on the list, but I'm not gonna have them on this list. I'm gonna save them for January, just for a couple reasons. One, so we can buff up January a little bit because January tends to be a slower month, and also because we're probably not even gonna get a chance to see it until January, unless we're lucky. So yeah, so the Revenant and The Hateful Eight are not gonna be on this list, but you can expect it for January. Without further ado, let's get started. At number 5, my 5th most anticipated film of January is Joy. Joy is David O. Russell's newest film. It stars his regular players that are in just about all of his films, that being Jennifer Lawrence, Bradley Cooper, and Robert De Niro. This is a film, even though I find myself kind of getting a sour taste in my mouth and seeing David Russell's films because they're kind of doing the same thing over and over and over again. I really loved Silver Linings Playbook, but American Hustle didn't impress me much at all. I thought it was okay. So that's why I'm a little nervous going into this film. Normally, I think this film might be a little higher, believe it or not, but I'm a little skeptical going in, but it still is David Russell, who is a very talented filmmaker. The cast, Jennifer Lawrence is phenomenal, even if she's getting a little overplayed. Bradley Cooper, I think he's playing a small role in this. He looks pretty good, and De Niro looks hilarious. In the trailers, I love De Niro's character so far already. He's just this funny, kind of, this old, the father. He's just this, I don't know, he looks like a hilarious and fun character, and I'm really interested in seeing this film, and I hope it's really good. So Joy is number 5 on my list. Number 4 on my list is Justin Kurzel's film, Macbeth. Macbeth looks awesome. This is one of the, from the trailers, it looks like some of the most beautiful cinematography that I've seen in any film all year. Michael Fassbender has been killing it with me. He's one of my favorite actors working in Hollywood right now. He's just dynamite in every single role. He is blowing me away. Marion Cotillard, she is a phenomenal actress. Well, I love her in everything she is. I'm really happy we get to pair them up. And also, another little tidbit about this movie is this is the same team that's going to be putting out the Assassin's Creed movie, which I'm really looking forward to seeing a video game movie work, and I think it really could work considering this film is getting so much acclaim. Who I'm talking about is Justin Kurzel is directing, Michael Fassbender is in it, and Marion Cotillard is in it too. So it looks like it's almost like getting us ready and hyped up for the Assassin's Creed movie that's coming out also, but also the source material being Shakespeare and everything. It looks really good. I hear it's very similar to the source material, which is I'm good with. I'm happy they're not doing some weird spin. So it looks like it could be a really enjoyable film. I'm really looking forward to seeing it, and so should you be. That's why Macbeth is number 4 on my list. Number 3 on my list is The Big Short, and this is directed by Adam McKay, which you might find is a little strange, and so do I, because Adam McKay is known for doing films with Will Ferrell, doing these kind of these comedies, these outrageous comedies. So now he's taking on a drama which stems itself in a lot of comedy. There's a lot of comedy in it. It looks like it's very comedic and outrageous. So I think it fits perfectly, and I think it's a perfect film for Adam McKay to jump into to try to get some of this Oscar attention. And what a way to do it with this cast. He's got a phenomenal cast behind him. Christian Bale is in it. Steve Carell, who amazed us all last year at Foxcatcher, even though I really didn't like Foxcatcher that much, but I will say that I thought Steve Carell was pretty good. We also have Brad Pitt. We have Ryan Gosling. It's just a huge, amazing, enormous cast. The film looks really good. I'm honestly really interested in it. It looks like it could be a very high-risk film. It looks like it could really fall apart very easily. Kind of like how I was just talking about David Russell with American Hustle. I thought the movie kind of fell apart and it didn't really feel structured enough. This film looks like it could kind of go that way and kind of go off the rails, but it also looks like it could be a film very similar to Scorsese's Wolf of Wall Street that came out a couple years ago. I'm hoping this film is closer to that, and I really hope this film is very good. I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, I have really high hopes, as I've said several times. So that's why number 3 for me is The Big Short. One of my favorite films that come out in 2013 was Ron Howard's Rush. I loved that film. I thought it was like phenomenal, really well acted, really well directed. That's why number 2 on my list is Ron Howard's newest film, In the Heart of the Sea, starring Chris Hemsworth yet again. This film looks so good. It has such a great cast around it. It has a great lore to it. The cinematics look amazing. There's a lot of amazing scenes. I've seen some images of some of the actors, some of the transformations they go through for the film, which is incredible. I kind of wish I didn't see it because of how incredible it is. The film looks really, it looks like a complete epic. It looks like it has all the best of what we want from a franchise film, a big blockbuster franchise film, and the Oscar films. It looks like a great mix of both. I really cannot wait for this film. This film looks awesome. And if it weren't for one other film on this list, this would be obviously a number 1. But there's one other film on this list that I enjoy, that I'm really looking forward to more than anything. But for now, number 2 is In the Heart of the Sea. And finally, we've reached number 1 on my most anticipated films of December, and it really shouldn't come as much of a surprise to anybody. It's a franchise that's been going on for a long time. We've had a lot of really great films for it. Of course, I'm talking about Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Chipwrecked. Chipmunks, the road chip. I quit. Star Wars, The Force Awakens. In my entire life, in my entire existence, I have never been more excited for a film ever. There's never been a film that's gotten me as excited and as pumped up as this film. Every time I see anything for this film, I get myself so worked up and so excited because it's building off of 40 years of tradition. This film looks phenomenal. We're finally seeing where the film is going to take place after episode 4. There should never have been prequels. This is the film we've been waiting for a long time. I grew up watching Star Wars with my dad and my family. We're huge movie fans, and my dad is a huge Star Wars fan. He made me watch Star Wars as a kid, and I watched them several times, and I love them, and I am so excited for this film. It looks like we have a brand new, great cast of characters. J.J. Abrams is directing, who is a more than capable director for taking on this kind of thing. This film looks like it's really building off of 4, 5, and 6. I cannot wait to see it. We get to see the characters we love for so long on the screen yet again. You've seen my trailer reactions to this film. You obviously knew this was going to be number 1. I am so excited for this film. I've never been more excited for any film in the world, and I'm not sure anybody on Earth would disagree with me as this being the number 1 most anticipated film of the month. Thank you guys very much for watching. This is Ryan here from Razzle. I look forward to getting some reviews out this month. Of course, Star Wars comes out. I really cannot wait. We have a lot of great films coming out, and we have a lot of great reviews coming out to these films. Thank you very much for watching, guys. This is Ryan, and have a great day.